Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Today on Tundra Tactical, we reel you in with a clickbaity title, then tell you what your gun would be like if it was a car. So stay tuned, thanks for watching, and let's start the show. Glocks are those guns that I look at and say to myself, ooh, cool, a Glock. And that's usually about as excited as I am physically capable of getting at the sight of one.
Stop! My penis can only get so erect.
This is similar to my reaction when I see a Ford Mustang. There are millions of them out there. They are the go-to affordable option for somebody who wants something cool, and there's a wide variety of aftermarket parts you can get to make it your own. Did you have trouble deciding if I was talking about the gun or the car for a moment? Correct! Just as in the way you can get a Glock in the anemic 380 or the butt-stomping 10mm, you can get Mustangs in V6s or 5-liter V8s. You can get a Mustang off the lot and never make a change to it like the Glock 19 that you carry, or you can change the rims, tint the windows, beef up the engine, add those sick LEDs to the grille to make it look like kit, and put on some sound pipes like that tricked out Glock 34 you saw that rich dude running at your latest IPSC match. Only people who aren't into guns might be impressed that you own a Glock, and the people who are into guns are really only mildly impressed by your Gucci upgrades. All those likes that you got on Instagram, let's be honest here guys, probably came from airsofters. It's so reliable, the engineering is fantastic, it's such a pleasure to use. It doesn't need any upgrades. I wish I could find one locally. These are things commonly uttered by people who prefer CZs. CZ anything, rifle, pistol, or shotgun, they are excellent firearms with a proven track record for reliability and a great fit and finish. Nobody who shoots a CZ can say that they dislike it, even if they prefer other sorts of guns.
That's for blasphemy.
All of these characteristics can be found in a Volvo. Volvo creates some very nice cars for people who appreciate things like reliability and don't mind paying a little extra to get it, as well as some nice features and a pleasant operating experience. I never head down to my local Sonic or Carl's Jr. expecting to see a Volvo, just like I never expect to see a CZ when I go to the range. Sure, they are definitely out there, and they aren't especially rare, but they just aren't as common as most American-made products. If you show up to the range with a CZ, or a Volvo for that matter, I'm probably going to want to look at it for a moment, but I'll also probably forget the experience shortly thereafter.
Wow.
Ugly, poor performance, embarrassing to be seen with, relatively functional, and made from the cheapest components possible. These words can be used to explain any high point, and also Eric's Chevy HHR. You can purchase either of these just about anywhere, but few people are willing to actually admit their ownership. And those that are go out of their way to make sure that you know that either is owned just for the comedic value of the memes. If you only own a high point and somebody asks you to take them shooting, well, you probably feel the same way Eric does when somebody asks if they can have a ride. He's willing to do it, but he has to create a list of excuses before they leave to help maintain what little dignity he still holds on to. Unfortunately for either high point owners or HHR owners, the stupid thing is paid for and it continues to work. On top of that, it hardly isn't worth anything to sell or trade, so you're basically stuck with it for life. Hopefully, you run into a minor windfall soon, or you may be destined to be the ridicule of everybody who catches you in public with either of these pieces of crap for the foreseeable future. This one can be easily recognized. Nearly every gun owner has had one of these, or maybe several. You may even still have one. Even though it is commonly referred to as an entry-level gun, or low-powered, it's extremely functional and useful. It's definitely cheap to operate, it's super customizable, and if you want to make yours sportier, you can, or perhaps you might want to even impress a certain subculture. The Ruger 1022 is essentially the Honda Civic of the gun world.
Man, I'm dead.
There are more Civics in the US than any other car, and there are somehow more 1022s on gun store shelves and in gun safes. You can race out your 1022, and you can put on custom furniture or an aftermarket barrel, a can, drop in a high-end trigger, and fit a sick piece of glass on the top. But at the end of the day, it's just a semi-auto 22. No matter how tricked out your 1022 is, there is a gun that outperforms it in almost every conceivable application. There is a specific subculture that would be genuinely impressed by your tricked out Honda Civic Si, but there are exactly 4 clubs in the entire country that have a 22 long rifle Division 4 3-gun. When you bring your 1022 to the range, I don't look down on you, nor am I impressed. It's literally so unremarkable that I have exactly 0 reaction. Here's the situation. Your best years are behind you. You are now married with 1.7 kids. You're showing signs of male pattern balding. Damn it. You've secured your management position at your very unexciting day job. You really appreciate a well-manicured lawn, and you're acutely aware of the fact that earning a raise this year, well, most likely put you into the next tax bracket, causing you to actually take home slightly less income after Uncle Sam takes his cut. Damn it, taxes. You need to do something to make yourself more attractive to your wife so she'll pay more attention to you when she isn't selling those crappy LuLaRoe yoga pants to the other middle-aged moms in her social group. #BossBabe. You either purchased a used Chevy Corvette or an FN Scar. The cost difference between these two isn't really that different, so who cares? They both represent the same thing. The Corvette is thought of as really cool and certainly has a history of relatively high performance. It's rare enough that it will turn heads when people see it, and most people who don't know any better will wish they could try it. The Scar certainly has merits as a high-quality rifle, but anyone who's ever shot one is left feeling like there's probably a better option out there. This is the rifle or car to buy on the used market, because there are plenty of them out there from dudes who are exiting their midlife crisis and have moved on to their CZ, Bren, and Volvo Polestar 1. So that about wraps it up, guys. If you dislike this video, then you probably shoot a Smith & Wesson Sigma, which is essentially the garbage truck of guns. If you like the video, make sure to smash that thumbs up button and share it around with your friends. Consider subscribing to the channel and checking out our Patreon page to stay up to date on current and future content. And if you haven't done so already, make sure to check the link in the description below to TeePublic to check out one of our sweet new Tundra Tactical t-shirts. Thanks for watching, guys, and you can now find us on Instagram at Tundra Tactical MN.